It's the Nintendo Powercast, episode 322. I'm your host, N64, Josh, Player 2 Crawler. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going? Crawler coming at you, and Josh just pressed OK. So that's what I was gonna say.
Johnny Bo, Player 3. What's happening?
What's up? Welcome. I'm excited to be here. It's early for me, so.
Yeah, it's only 12:15 a.m.
I was gonna say, is it before midnight? Not quite. We missed that.
It was supposed to be 11, and then Josh is like, nah, we need you more tired than that.
You know, I mean, what can I say? So, before we get started, guys, jump into the Discord, n64josh.com/Discord. Come hang out. We also host another podcast, the Halo Infinite podcast. So if you're into Halo and you're into podcasts, go check that out because we're having a ton of fun there. I'm working for a company called Beamable. It is a game dev studio, and I just launched their podcast. So if you want to hear what's going on in the company I'm working for, it's super cool. It's a bunch of gamers that make games, or not necessarily games, but they make the tools
for games.
Yeah, tools for devs, and it's rad. So that's the Beamable Game Dev Podcast.
Championship tees are way back there.
What have you done?
This is a par 4.
Oh, we gotta, and step it up a little bit. Last time we were, it was too good. We were too good.
All right, so here we go. If you guys are only listening, we are playing Mario Golf again. I am seeing some stutters. Hopefully it cleans up. I don't know. We're doing our best here. Let me see if I can fix any settings. Let's see. Oh, everything looks like it's still set up accordingly. So we'll hope for the best. We'll hope for the best. It's looking okay. It's a little choppy. It's really choppy. I think
the last time it was choppy too.
Let me see if I drop everything down one more time. Oh, I can't change the settings while we're already live. So, hey, there you go. We're gonna be a little choppy. That's just the way it is. But the audio will be crystal clear. I promise you that. So, what are we talking about today? We've been playing some Skyward Sword. We've been playing some Mario Golf. We've been playing some Pokemon Unite, and some of us might even be paying to win. We'll get to talk about that. So, but let's just start off like a normal show. Crawler, what have you been playing?
My Switch has actually been getting some use. I picked up Skyward Sword. I've tried both ways. I did get the fancy Zelda Joy-Cons, which were elusive until the day they came out, and then the floodgates opened. They were on Target, they were on Best Buy, they were on Amazon. I think GameStop had maybe some pop in there. I'm not sure. I think I ended up getting mine right after we finished the podcast the other night. Last week, I was able to secure some at Target and went and picked them up on Friday and got them there. I got the game at Walmart, pre-ordered so I could get the keychain and socks and stuff or whatever. That still hasn't shipped. I did pick up the game for $50 at Walmart on the day of, which I will say.
Well, that was not good.
Johnny just hit.
Try to get fancy with it. Yeah. Try to get fancy with it. Didn't work.
But yeah, I've picked it up and I've been playing it. It's I've tried both methods. I did start off with motion control, and I got through like the training area and a little bit of the first little bit. I did some of the flying with motion control, and it's not preferred.
Definitely not.
Did I just hold? I just hold out.
Oh, you just. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I didn't I think Johnny was streaming and got to the tightrope section on motion control
Oh
still.
my god!
And I think
Let's not talk about the tightrope.
He had a fun time with that. I switched to controller control before I left Skyloft, and I went back to the training area or whatever to work on my directional hack and slash, and it's not as hard, I guess, as what I had read in some of the reviews. You just have to, you're not completing, well, you are kind of completing the motion, but you end up where you want to be. Or no, I guess you don't have to complete the motion. It's not like the motion controls. You're just kind of hitting the side you want to end on. So yeah, I kind of do wish Nintendo's notoriously like low on options when it comes to like control schemes. So within the flight controls, there's no option to invert just flight. So I kind of wish it did have that option.
It's so odd because like when you play a flying game, like a flight game, it's usually inverted controls.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why they would.
And I don't want to invert controls for everything, but Nintendo doesn't like to give, because what game was it had to be patched in recently for Sunshine to be able to have, because a lot of people, like Josh is one of those people that probably hates themselves when they play it. Some people that play it that only know how to play inverted. I didn't play. If you go
get in the hole. Oh my god.
They just didn't play Sunshine, but then Nintendo did hear the outcries for that, and they were able to put that in. So maybe we'll see some adjustments and extra kind of control scheme options. But the stick control has not been bothering me at all, really.
I haven't used the stick controls yet, but I've been talking to a few people that have been using the stick controls, and they say it's not that bad. I think the common complaint is the camera, but even that, like I think you can get around.
Yeah, it's. I know Josh has been playing it like an old school 64 game where he's just.
Wait, I was a foot away from the hole. What happened?
Josh used his super
fast screens.
You guys suck.
But yeah, so speaking of, because like Hate Zero was talking about it a ton in Discord, and he's like, man, the cameras having to hold down the left bumper or whatever.
Yeah, you can't sprint and run and move the camera all at the same time.
Right. And so I've just been playing it like Ocarina or Twilight Princess on the GameCube or whatever, right? Where it was just like you just constantly tap the trigger to reset the camera behind you. And that's how you played Skyward Sword anyway. If you wanted to reset the camera, you just tap the trigger or the bumper or whatever, and on the nunchuck, right? That's how we did it. So like it kind of sucks. I've only played the game handheld on my Switch Lite. That's how I've been playing, and that's helped me enjoy it a little bit. But I'll be honest, I haven't played it enough that I've even touched a weapon yet. I haven't even gotten that far.
Oh, really?
That's like
that's like maybe a half hour in.
Yeah, but I was afraid I was going to hate the camera so much.
There is a lot of cutscene and world setup.
The intro's kind of rough.
It's long.
It's kind of long. It's kind of long.
But doing the little tutorial, get up on the roof, that kind of stuff.
Drop the little rabbit thing off the ledge.
Yeah, all that stuff. Like it doesn't feel. It just feels dated, right? Which goes back to what I said before, that this game kind of deserved not just the HD, but like a full remake,
It deserved It deserved the Resident Evil 2 treatment.
It deserved the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess treatment that we were given on the Wii that had a fraction of the installment. Like, I don't understand. Nintendo's making more money and they're getting more lazy. Like, this is what
you think they did that much on Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD? I feel like it's a very similar amount of upgrades or improvements.
I thought Wind Waker was only like quality of life travel updates, and then it was nice having the map in the gamepad, but I don't think they changed that much. And
they also added motion control with the, I mean, not that anybody really wanted that or asked for it, but it was still, it just felt a little more complete. Like, and
I think you just don't like motion controls, which I agree with you. I wish they would have done a little bit more to make the button controls more intuitive and like a flick. Like, you can make it a directional input of the left stick and then just a button press. Like, instead of flicking the right stick, and then you would still have control of the camera.
I would imagine internally they probably tried it multiple ways, and they were like, again, I'm just assuming, but I assume it would have been something that they tested over and over again. So
I got very lucky right there on that shot.
Hey, we take those.
we take those.
So does the camera look any better? The gameplay look any better? I actually switched to my screen.
I noticed it stuttering more, but maybe that's just because I'm sharing my screen, so it looks better. But who knows?
Yeah,
I have this weird curve on mine too. Crap!
It's because our feet are above the ball.
Yeah.
Real life golf.
I think I'm all right.
But I think, I mean, especially from a person who plays a ton of retro, like, you know, I've played the old school games. Like, it's not like a deal breaker. I don't feel like it's a deal breaker. Now, I haven't got into the combat and stuff, like I said, but
combat almost feels simplistic in this game because it's almost spelled out for you. I struggled with like the spiders or whatever. Just a little bit.
You gotta flip them up, and then
you gotta like stab at them. But it's almost like they're designed to block a direction, and you're supposed to hit them a certain way. Just like once you go pick up the weapon, Josh, in the weapon training area, the logs that you cut through have specific ways that you are.
When you sink it for a birdie, it just crawler just stops talking.
It didn't even hit the green. It just went straight in the hole. What was I saying? The combat. Combat is just a little. It's a little too simple-minded.
I think the whole game. I think the whole game is kind of simple because I think they had to dumb it down for the motion controls because
probably
like that first cave that you go into, it just has random tree stumps there, or like when you're on your way to the first dungeon, there's a path with just like 4 random tree stumps that make no sense, and they just put them there because they wanted you to swing your sword like once.
I mean, if I remember correctly, you know, I probably played that game like 2 years ago, and I do kind of recall like there's not a lot of like combat's not as much of a part of that game. It just feels like it's just kind of like, yes, you're doing it, but it's not like you're not jumping in like Breath of the Wild to like packs of goblins and everything, you know,
or a Lionel fight or something like that.
Yeah, it's just there. It's definitely like classic.
I'm enjoying the dungeon puzzle aspect of it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what we missed in Breath of the Wild, right? I mean, there's great parts to Skyward Sword.
And I'm definitely playing this one for the story. I mean, that's, I think, the reason why a lot of people are playing this is because we have heard how great the story is, and our perceived assumption of how probably important it's going to be to Breath of the Wild 2.
Okay, let's dig into this. And I have a little bit of a theory.
Okay.
I have a feeling Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be something along the lines of, The Legend of Zelda Hero of Time, or something like that, right? It's going to have possibly be tied to time travel of some kind.
So Marty and Doc are going to pull up and be like,
"Yeah,
Link, get in. It's about your kids."
Well, I think it's going to be. I think we're going to get to play as Zelda in the story they tell in the opening of Skyward Sword. I have a feeling we're going to get to play some of that. And if we don't, why didn't they make the Hyrule Warriors DLC that, right? Like, that would have been a perfect opportunity.
Well, and the fact that there is time travel in Hyrule Warriors as well.
Well, and in Ocarina of Time, right?
Yeah, there's time travel in I think we've talked about this before. There's time travel in a bunch of Zelda games. So I can see them bringing it back. And I would, or even time manipulation, like Majora's Mask had time manipulation. So
I just want to play as Zelda. And
no, they're living on that damsel in distress trope. They're dying on that hill.
Come on,
30 years into this.
It's not the 80s anymore. Like,
I mean, I think I personally want to play as Zelda. I think a lot of people want to play as Zelda. I think it's time. And not like just that she's an offshoot character in a Musou game.
Yeah, right. Like Impa's my favorite character to play in the Hyrule Warriors game.
Well, that massive leak that Nintendo had, there was apparently a Zelda game where you played as Sheik.
That would be awesome.
So. Which is just, it's just like, not that I love Link. Like, I think, but there's a story to be told there. I want to know what she was like this feels like the Marvel moment where it's like they gave us, or like the Star Wars thing with like Filoni, where it's like, there's that one little, this one little, plot line or whatever, just tiny little thing here. And then now we're going to get a full, like, this massive arc of what, like, you're like, whoa, wait a minute. You told this whole story off of that?
Well, I mean, up until a few years ago, when the encyclopedia came out, there wasn't a timeline that was, like, fully fleshed out and established. And now there is one. They put it in an order, and Ocarina of Time is the branching point for all of the 3 different timelines, and they could probably go around and have some fun with that.
And I hope they
I hate you. I thought you were going to forget.
No. I set this up that I made sure I was the closest.
It's all part of the plan.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, time travel, and if they could tie into all the different games and the history that's there and give us options for characters, and I think that would be really fun.
I mean, I think the character that they showed in the trailer, in the sky area of the trailer, is not Link. Like, I don't know, like they would have showed his face. I personally don't
that's
think.
the biggest thing about that trailer is everyone's saying it's not, we didn't see the character's face.
So is there a chance that, I mean, and think back to the way that maybe it is Link, but maybe it's Link before Skyward Sword.
Wow, Johnny. Wow.
Clip it. That's never going to happen again.
Yep.
but yeah, maybe it's an ancestor of Link or something like that, right?
I like the whole
That's
Ganondorf like theory. I think that would be cool.
what the young,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be cool too. It'd be cool too. There's just, I really do hope that part of the reason we got Skyward Sword and not the other, because the other thing is the really easy cash grab for Nintendo was Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Like, Wii ports seem to be like copy pastas for the Switch, right? I mean, that's really what it seems like, and that's, although they didn't, it seems like they didn't do a whole lot to this game other than adding maybe adding the button controls was a feat in and of itself. I don't know. I'm not a dev, but
No, it's just a copy and paste.
Save as.
just save as.
Save
Yeah.
as button
Switch.exe.
controls.
Right. So I do think there's something there.
So all right. I was thinking about this. It was $50 on the Wii. Do you
What?
think Skyward Sword? Yeah. Do you think Skyward Sword HD is worth the $10 extra?
Well, it's
Like
not.
the
It's on
improvement-
sale almost everywhere. I saw Wario64 tweeting Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart.
Not
they're all-
digitally. Not digitally.
Yeah, it's true.
I had to pay full price for it.
You're gonna run into that, right?
Am
We're
I?
gonna-
You think? I think I'm going over it.
Okay, all right.
We're gonna pay for Nintendo's brand forever. They're healthy. Their business is doing well.
Oh
And
Jesus! Oh my
We're
God.
gonna pay for that. You know what I mean? Like that's just the way it is. There's no way around it. The same as Sony fans. You're gonna pay that $70, right? And then on Xbox, you're probably gonna buy Game Pass. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of gonna be the way it goes. And I mean, that's fine. But we talked about it last week. Like $60 for a 2D side scroller with Dread. That seems crazy.
Mhm.
That seems bonkers, right? Because I mean, any of the 2D side scrollers we've played recently have all been like $20, and they've been massive games.
Especially
And they've been
like Hollow Knight. Like Hollow Knight
yeah,
is a big example.
tons of hours I have in that game, and it was what, $20. I think I bought the game. I have it on every platform now because it's been on PlayStation for PS Plus. It's on Xbox Game Pass. I think it probably has been on Epic Game Store or something for free. I have it on Switch digital. I bought the physical when it came to Fangamer, just because it had some cool physical stuff in the collection that it came with. So I have that game so many times over, but it's also a lot bigger than a 10-hour supposed Metroid game. And yeah, a lot of people like to attribute time to dollars spent for seeing value in a game they buy. And that's going to be a trouble spot for some people. And it's probably going to hurt sales of the game.
Buy Metroid. That's all I'm going to say.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, buy Metroid.
Just buy Metroid, please.
I've been getting yelled at on TikTok every day for being a Nintendo shill. So buy Metroid.
Buy Metroid.
Buy Metroid.
Buy the amiibo too, and
I'd
the
say
collector's edition.
I have the amiibo and the collector's edition. I think Josh has both as well, right? Pre-ordered.
Yep.
And Johnny, are you buying physical or did you go digital again?
I'll probably get digital, but
Did you get the amiibo locked up?
I got the amiibo. Yeah, that's enough.
Which I'm excited. I'm excited I have the amiibo locked up because trying to track down a Loftwing amiibo this week has been a nightmare, and it doesn't, like, they came into stock. Get in the hole. Are you too good for your hole?
That's another thing. Like the amiibo doesn't really do anything. It puts you in the sky. So
I after playing the game for 2-3 hours, whatever I played now, I have no intention of opening the amiibo once I get it, because
it's a $30 figure.
you pass those statues all the damn time, all the time. I'm like, I don't need that. You can go to the sky, and when you pass one of those, you don't need the amiibo at all, unless it gets a lot harder later on in the game.
Maybe if the integration in Breath of the Wild 2 is something, maybe they're planning to make it
long game.
No, not like Breath of the Wild, where if you didn't have Sheik or Ganondorf, you couldn't get certain things. Like, people were going crazy for that. Like, they can't.
No,
They can't. They
get over the
can't
nostril.
That's why I bought all of these
You
NFC cards that I can swipe and get my stuff. That's it for Breath of the Wild. Period. The end. That was it.
You just put the ball right in his nose.
Right in his nostril.
like not just kind of. So yeah, I don't know. I got my Loftwing from GameStop. The box is pretty hammered though, so I was just like, well, that's great. As a collector, I'm super stoked to buy another one that's not quite as beat up. So awesome.
If you could find it.
No, they're coming. They're re-releasing.
Oh yeah, they're re-releasing
in August.
And Josh will open.
They had shipment delays.
Right. I feel like you don't believe them.
It's that artificial scarcity.
Well, it's also the same thing that happened with the Game & Watch.
You just did the same. What?
Oh.
No. That was what I was trying to do.
Go on the beach.
Okay, sit down.
Sit down. God. Now I gotta go around it somehow.
Yep.
You're turning a par 3 into a par 5.
Oh, this is a par 3? Jesus. I gotta get around it.
I believe in you. Don't hit his chin. You hit the chin.
Oh my, come on!
You literally put
all right, I gotta like.
This is where Johnny retires from golf and walks off the course.
I think so. So, Pokemon Unite.
Okay.
Drop the Alexa. Shush! I'm not talking to you. Okay, so Pokemon
God, I'm
Unite.
still in the rough. I still gotta go. This is still my shot. Stroke 6.
You aren't even gonna have a name on this. It's just gonna be plus whatever.
Oh my God, that was awful.
Hey, it's been a good.
It's gonna go off the green.
Oh my gosh! Super backspin to the jungle. So, Pokemon Unite came out this morning. I jumped in right away, played the tutorial, and then went back to work. Made a TikTok for Beamable, actually, talking about Pokemon Unite hitting the eShop. So it overall seems like a pretty fun game. But then there was a Reddit post talking about the predatory monetization within the game, right? Because they haven't said anything yet, but there's going to be a battle pass, right? There is
a battle pass.
It's already there.
Yeah, it's already there.
It's already there. Okay, so I was trying to look through the store a little bit, but I didn't see everything that you could purchase. I noticed
it's a weird kind of menu system.
The menus are kind of ridiculous. The currency is kind of, there's like 4 different types of currency. Trying to get the free stuff that they give you, like you have to go through like 10 different menus. You got to know where you're going. Like you pretty much have to Google like, how do I get this free Pokemon? They don't want you. They want you to pay for it.
Yeah, and then what was I going to say? It's a free game. It is what it is. But like also friends lists, they don't auto incorporate your Nintendo friends list. You have to go add people individually.
I'm okay with
if you want to do that. Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, especially for you with a maxed out friends list and not wanting to have to deal with that. But it would be nice if it was a little bit faster and or easier if they showed you, because you just start off with a blank friends room.
Well, it should
and
just
it doesn't prompt you to go do
What's
it.
a +6 on a hole?
I don't.
Quadruple bogey.
After triple bogey, there is no name.
We'll call it pulling a John.
That is
So, but I mean, I honestly hope that this is a like uber successful game for Nintendo. Like, Xbox has Halo coming out. They're free to play, like, first party title. Nintendo now will technically have their, second party, if you want to like split hairs.
You want to split hairs.
But I mean, it's not going to be anywhere else. And
well, it's on your phone.
Right.
Not yet.
Eventually. Not yet.
Coming soon. So I hope it does really, really well, but at the same time, I hope that they're just fair with the monetization strategy, that it's just
they gotta change it, because you can pay for boosts.
Is there also a way to know going into a match if you're playing against people that have those turned on?
I don't know,
because like John and I played like 2 matches together before we recorded tonight, and I asked Johnny how the matches have been going. He's like, "Oh, it's not bad. I feel like we're playing mostly against kids, all that kind of stuff." And then we just got stomped really bad the second game.
That's a penalty.
But yeah, I'm wondering if there's a way. Did you get a penalty?
It gives you a stroke when you hit that.
Yeah, you hit out of bounds. That's why.
I hate this course, dude. This giant sand monsters like look in my face. I gotta
we
avoid
wanted
it
more
again.
Mario themed levels. You got it. All right.
Should have played Pokemon Unite. Oh,
you just got by.
Look at that. Beautiful. Watch, this goes in the hole. Ah,
it almost did.
It's close.
But yeah, I mean, I think I'm not going to be able to get around this guy though.
You got to shape it. You got to shape that shot.
How do you shape? I forget.
Just pull to the side you want to make it go, right? So if you want it to go to the left, just pull to the left after you swing. Yeah, like after you start swinging. There you go. Now pull.
Oh no! You gotta.
Yeah.
Making me nervous.
You gotta confirm the power. Okay.
Wait. Stop.
I know.
Wait. Stop. Don't blow it. Did you shape it?
You didn't shape it.
I was trying. Which one? Left or right stick?
Left
stick. In the bunker.
That's what I'd like to see though. That's what I'm +5 right now.
+5, right?
What do you think? Think I can make it over here?
Yeah, you should try.
I gotta hit it perfect.
But the problem with this game when it comes to monetization, I mean, Tencent gets a bad rap, but they're showing their colors, I guess, with this. I was talking to Johnny. I was like, you can't complain about a free game, but now that we're sitting down and talking about this and the Reddit posts and all that kind of stuff, yeah, I mean, it can be troublesome. I think it can be something that can kill excitement for a game that they have, which would be unfortunate.
I mean, you can also get those boosts through gameplay. Like, it's not.
But it's
not only
months and months of gameplay, right? Like
no. That post I think was
a little
way off
exaggerated.
base. Yeah, because
some people do the math and that ends up being crazy. But
because I already, I played for 3.5 hours tonight, and like I could get a free Pokemon, like without having to spend any real cash.
Apex makes it almost damn near impossible unless
that's 20 levels, and that's how long does 20 levels take? 20 hours probably.
Yeah, it's a lot of time to get a hero in Apex.
And like, just like Apex and any other hero shooter, you don't need like the free ones you get. They're decent enough that you could use.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been. I think there's like 5 Pokemon available right now for free that you could just use. Like it rotates them in and out, like League of Legends.
Well, I mean, and that's cool. But I'm most curious about the power up, right? Like how easy is that to get to keep everybody on a level playing field?
And do we know what all the different power ups do? Is it like faster speed or?
According to the thing, it's
like higher attack.
Yeah, speed, faster healing, higher attack.
That's super broken. That is super broken.
But again, that's according to that Reddit post, right? So I feel like that we should have a little disclaimer that we're going to play more, and maybe I might even purchase the power up so that we can see, how broken before we start. Like, you know what I mean? Like, again, the post was from a developer who was like, usually we use 2 of these tactics, Pokemon's using 5. Like,
I mean, they're not wrong though with Johnny saying there's 4 different currencies.
There's a lot of currencies. The funniest thing in that post was like, children should not play without adult supervision.
Was this the Reddit post you guys put in Discord chat?
Yeah.
It was like, no, it actually said an adult with monetary like sense. So I felt attacked because I don't think I have monetary sense.
Your whole stimmy went to V-Bucks. So
yeah, exactly. My whole stimmy went. Now my whole stimmy is going to go to Pokemon Unite when we get another stimmy.
So, I mean, yeah, the 5 monetization strategies: cosmetics, battle pass levels, gacha pull increases, character purchases, and then actual gameplay boosting.
Oh, yeah, there's the gacha pools. I forgot there's gacha pools in this game.
Man.
All right. So I played 3.5 hours. I bought the battle pass, right? Battle pass is like $5, I think. They have that weird conversion that if they don't want you to know how much it actually costs. But I think they mask it. You can get it for like $5. But all of the cosmetics besides the Pokemon cosmetics are just trash. Like it's like a jacket. Like,
and are those the gacha pulls?
And the gacha pulls are the same thing.
Can you get is it cosmetics or can you get a Pokemon out of a gacha pull?
No, I think it's just cosmetics. As far as I can tell. Maybe. Oh no. My God, I'm playing.
Then how do they incentivize you to do a gacha pull if you're not going to be able to get the big thing? It's got to be some stupid low.
Well, I think you could get like tickets, where you convert to other cosmetics. I don't. There's so many. It's very confusing, and I think I need to spend more time trying to figure out what each currency does, because there's gems. Those are like the premium currency that unlock Pokemon. There's coins, which is the free currency that you could potentially get a Pokemon or cosmetics. Then there's tickets, which relate to, I think, cosmetics only. Oh my God. There's energy, which is the gacha pools. And then there's another one that I have no idea what it is. I don't have any of them. And it's to get the premium cosmetics, the Machamp with a lei and like everything that people want, like a Garchomp with a snorkel, like the stuff that I want. I gotta get this currency that
I'm glad I'm not super invested in Pokemon.
But I mean,
I'm a big Pokemon guy. This is like feeding into my I'm not going to say addiction because that's a bad word, but like it's feeding into
your desire,
spending sense.
Well, I mean, Fortnite, right? You spent.
Let's not talk about that. Free to play games are my downfall.
But it's okay. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, if you want to spend your money on that and you enjoy that, like,
Ooh, nice.
that's not. I don't see any problem there.
Yeah, and especially in moderation. Like I haven't played it in a while, because what was the Clash of Clans spinoff?
Please.
It was like
Oh, I know.
Clash Royale or something like that. I played all of that on my phone, and eventually I ended up throwing a few bucks. I didn't go crazy or anything, but would buy a few things because I related that to time spent to like pay some for the game. If you get enjoyment out of something, then there's nothing wrong. But this is kind of cracking open the EA Battlefront 2 predatory kind of stuff.
Allegedly, right? We still, like I said, we still need
Yeah.
to get to the bottom. But if that is truly the case, if this game is pay to win, like that,
Uh-oh.
I think it could definitely kill this game quick. You know, I think people will.
It would definitely it breaks the game. If you're competitive in this
If you're
game,
trying to play straight up.
You're going to be using those boosts, right? They're going to. I mean, I think you could use the boost, like I said, I think you could earn the boost through gameplay. And if you're playing this game a lot, I mean, maybe it's not that hard to get them.
But I think where the frustration is going to lie is if I buy them right now and those things, according to that post, level up. By the time you get yours, mine's still going to be so far ahead of you that you're always going to be chasing it.
It's a MOBA. All you're doing is you're unlocking points towards your past. There's nothing character driven. Everyone's character starts out basic at the beginning. You level up throughout the course of the game.
Right, but according to that post, the actual items level up also to increase your attack and your speed and everything. Again, according to that post. So,
also, this game's been out for
5
less
minutes.
than 24 hours.
Yeah.
So they nerf. If it's a problem, they're gonna nerf it, or they're gonna get rid of it.
Hopefully, it is Tencent, so.
And they're banking on they're banking on the Pokemon name, right? Like,
oh yeah.
So,
and they've already got money from me.
What I want to know is what came out of this Canadian beta test that they did that made them think 5 currencies or like 5 different monetization strategies, 4 different currencies, pay to win. I get that, but
it's not that uncommon. I mean, the pay to win
not
stuff,
uncommon. It's not, but
all the currency
it gets put under a different microscope when you're on a console, and this is on a console. It is a mobile game that has been not retrofitted, but formatted to be cross-play for that, and it gets a different microscope when it's that. And unfortunately, too often, mobile games are given the pass for these kind of monetization strategies.
And I think this is the first time that Nintendo has really had to deal with something like this.
Fire Emblem Heroes. No, they haven't.
Well, I mean, they had the gacha, but it doesn't have the pay to win. Like it had the gacha. Yeah. Same with Mario Kart Tour. Like it had.
Well, I mean, if you guys remember, the 3DS had Pokemon puzzle games that were just like Candy Crush. You had to pay to not have the cooldowns. But they gave you the option just to buy the game outright and unlock everything, or do the microtransactions. So there were options there, but
and even for, I mean, I don't know. I think League of Legends works the way Pokemon Unite's working with the Pokemon, at least, where you can only buy one at a time. Like there's no bundle type deal. So instead, like, oh my god,
yeah, you can't even see the hole. Yeah, I mean, it's in its infancy here on the Switch. So I mean, it is kind of a wait and see kind of thing. Hopefully it's addressed. I mean, I would hope. We'll see, because it's not fun to go into a game where you're just already at a disadvantage and just going to lose. Yeah, it's not. You want, and the developers should want that as well. They want you want people to have fun playing your game, and if people don't have fun because they're just getting dunked on, then they're going to stop playing. And if you stop playing, then you're definitely not spending money on purpose, accidentally, or otherwise. And so, yeah, it's in their best interest to keep player morale high when it comes to not being discouraged in the game.
Oh, man, the tides have turned from last week, the last time to this time. Oh my goodness.
Hey, even that one took 45 minutes, like on the money. Like that's crazy. So yeah, we'll find out more. We're gonna jump in, like we're gonna wrap up here. We're gonna jump in and play some more, and we'll be back next week to talk about it. And
I mean, I've been enjoying what I've been playing of Pokemon Unite so far.
Until I joined you, and then we just
until Crawler. Apparently, Crawler's like the best player in the world, and the skill-based matchmaking is like, yeah, we're
perceived elo, you know.
Yeah.
It needs to be like, I do want to say this, like, if there's the pay to win aspect, that sucks, right? If that's not there, then I mean, good. The game is fun. The little bit that I played, I was like, man, I really want to I want to play this some more and get a feel for it. I think it could be a really fun Twitch game to play with the community, right? But
it was like in the top categories all day today. Even now it's in the top 10.
And it's probably pulling some League and Dota players that are just curious about it, or I don't know if Tencent is in that business of paying for promotion with influencers. I don't know if they're doing that at all. I don't know if anybody had any ad streams up or anything like that. But I think the screenshot you showed this morning, Johnny, it was like 145,000 concurrent viewers. It was right below League. I know it's day one. Like, I know it's day one, but even for a Nintendo game, day one on Twitch to be number 3 or 4 in the directory, like that's big. They're usually 20 to 50,000 people watching, but this one had 150,000 people watching.
The formula is here. Pokemon, MOBA, those are two incredibly popular things, especially for Twitch. If there's if they start doing any kind of tournaments, right? Like, this all snowballs for them. Like, they have to understand, they have to know, as a business, looking at League of Legends and the legacy, looking at Dota and the legacy, that this can't just be a throwaway mobile title for them. Like, this could be something that they actually pay people for winning these tournaments, unlike Nintendo is doing with all of their tournaments, where they're like, you get $7.50 in eShop points. You're like, wow, thanks. Super great. You basically
better than Fortnite. You get a shout out by by our official Twitter account.
So,
hey, you too can win $1 million and get your own character in Fortnite.
That's true.
Oh yeah,
that is true. So I don't know. I honestly hope the very best for Unite, and we're gonna jump into it. So, Crawler, where can people find you?
You guys can find me hanging out in Discord, both for Halo Infinite podcast and for Josh's Discord, n64josh.com/discord. I have not pulled the trigger on getting the stream up, I know, but like Halo and Splitgate and some of this other stuff that's coming up, and even still, if we can get the golf has been fun on the podcast, so we got to get some golf tournaments going, and I'll get the stream up. So Nightcrawler is on Twitch, Nightcrawler724, Nightcrawler's without the E, and come press pause. Eric sold his house, so hopefully that's going to come back here sometime soon, but I know he's going to be busy packing and doing all sorts of stuff. We'll tie him down and we'll figure something out. So stay tuned to the Discord for press pause. I know some people were asking about that earlier this week. So keep your ear to the Discord, and we'll let you know.
Johnny Bo, twitch.tv/Johnny Bo. Go watch his streams.
Yeah, I need to increase that viewership, so I'm not dog water at streaming anymore.
Did you? Oh yeah, you got called out by some guy, right?
Yeah, I mean I was kind of trolling him a little bit. I told him that I was famous and I had more followers than him, so.
Oh my gosh!
But I've been streaming on Twitch. I actually streamed Pokemon Unite tonight. I did Splitgate. I'm just doing like whatever I feel like it, and that's
variety streaming.
That's part of the problem. It's like,
you got to make
Johnny
you
playing
happy.
tonight?
You got to make you.
What's
happy.
Johnny playing tonight? Oh, crab fight. Sure, whatever.
Yeah. There you go. I love it. Sea of Thieves coming up.
We all need to jump in a ship and do that though. We do.
Yeah, I'm all about it. So, guys, you can follow me everywhere at N64Josh. The Discords, the Halo Infinite podcast going strong. Beamable Game Dev podcast just launched. Very, very excited about that. If you are an indie dev, please hit me up, because we on the Beamable podcast, we want to feature indie devs. We want to talk to you about your games. We want to hear your stories. That's kind of the point of it. So hit me up for that. And thanks so much for listening, guys, sticking with us. 322 episodes. We're going to stick with this formula of playing some golf while we chat, because this is just fun. It's just fun. And I want to have
Puts us in a better mood.
Yeah, we're just in a, I don't.
And if you want to hear what the random exclamations are, you got to come watch the YouTube video.
Yeah. Like this was a close one. Crawler was what, 0?
It was not close.
1. And
I think so, yeah. Well, Johnny had a bad hole.
Yeah, John. We won't talk about what John's scored.
I was par because I went +6. That hole doesn't count. I want a mulligan.
I want a mulligan on the entire hole. There you go. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now. If you are here live, we're going to start the stream up again and play some Pokemon. So see you guys.